Jai Mata Di. Predictive techniques for dosha analysis, Mahadasha secrets in Vedic astrology. Today I will discuss a shortcut technique of expected results during a Mahadasha from my research arsenal as per my Saral Jyotish Paddhati. Step 1. Locate the various significant houses from the placement of the Mahadasha Lord for which you are interested. For example, for the purpose of career, the 10th house from the MDL. For marriage, the 7th house from the MDL. For childbirth, the 5th house from the MDL, and so on. Step 2. Try to locate these houses from the MDL with the relevant houses from the Lagna in the Rashi chart. These are the two steps. First, locate the significant houses for which you are interested from the MDL as the pivot or from the placement of the MDL. Then try to locate the relationship of these houses from the MDL with the relevant houses from the Lagna in the Rashi chart. Things will be easier as I will proceed. Some research summary. What is my research summary? If there is any relation between a concerned house from the MDL with the concerned house from the Lagna in the Rashi chart, there is an 80% chance of the result getting triggered during such Mahadasha under an appropriate Antardasha. Let us understand practically how to apply this simple Mahadasha technique in the horoscopes for predictive purposes. Birth horoscope of Srimati Indira Gandhi. It is most dependable horoscope for its accuracy. So I use it. So I try to use it repeatedly. It is the birth horoscope of Srimati Indira Gandhi. Let us have a look. Ascendant is Cancer. Saturn is in Cancer. Saturn is 7th and the 2nd Lord. Mars is the 5th and the 10th Lord is in the 2nd house, Leo. Sun is the 2nd Lord in the 5th house, Scorpio. Mercury is the 12th and the 3rd Lord is in the 5th house, Scorpio, from the Lagna. Venus is the 4th and 11th Lord is in the 6th house, Sagittarius, with Rahu. Moon is the Lagna Lord in the 7th house, Capricorn. Jupiter retrograde is the 6th and the 9th Lord is in the 11th house, Taurus. Ketu is in the 12th house, Gemini. I will again come back to this horoscope to explain the events. Srimati Indira Gandhi was married during her Rahu Mahadasha. During the Rahu Mahadasha, she was married. From Rahu, it is Rahu. The 7th house is Gemini and Mercury is the Lord. From ascendant, the 7th house is Capricorn and Saturn is the Lord. There must be some relation between the 7th Lord from the MDL and the 7th Lord from the ascendant for marriage, for marital partnership to take place during the Rahu Mahadasha. Let us see if there is any relationship between Saturn and Mercury. Saturn is in Auslesha Nakshatra of Mercury. See, it is in Auslesha Nakshatra. Saturn is 21 degree 47 minutes in Auslesha Nakshatra of Mercury. Mercury and Saturn is the 7th Lord from the ascendant. Mercury, who is the 7th Lord from the MDL Rahu, is in Anuradha Nakshatra. Mercury is at 13 degree 13 minutes, so it is in Anuradha Nakshatra of Saturn. So there is a relationship, Nakshatra relationship between Mercury, the 7th Lord from the MDL Rahu, and the 7th Lord from Lagna, means ascendant. Srimati Indira Gandhi was married during her Rahu Mahadasha. From Rahu, the 7th house is Gemini with Mercury as the 7th Lord of marital partnership. From Lagna, the 7th house is Capricorn and Saturn is the 7th Lord. Saturn is in Auslesha Nakshatra of Mercury and Mercury is in Anuradha Nakshatra of Saturn. As such, the 7th Lord from the MDL Rahu and the 7th Lord from the Lagna are related through their respective Nakshatra Lord, which culminated in the result of our marriage. This has vindicated the research technique. Her two children, Sri Rajiv Gandhi and Sri Sanjay Gandhi, were born during her Rahu Mahadasha. From Rahu, the 5th house is Aries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is the 5th house, Aries, with Mars as the house lord. From Lagna, the fifth house is Scorpio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from Lagna, the fifth lord is Mars, and from the MDL Rahu, the fifth lord is also Mars. So there were chances of her getting progeny. Her two children were also born during her Rahu Mahadasha. From MDL Rahu, the fifth house of childbirth is Aries with Mars as the fifth lord. From the Lagna, the fifth house of childbirth is Scorpio with Mars as the fifth lord. As such, the result was triggered. Her Rahu Mahadasha remained overall gainful because the sign dispositor of Rahu is Jupiter, who is in the 11th house of gain from the Lagna. Sign lord is Jupiter, Rahu is in Sagittarius, and Jupiter is in the 11th house, Taurus, from the Lagna. She became the Prime Minister of India for the first time during her Jupiter Mahadasha in 1966. From Jupiter Mahadasha, she became the Prime Minister. Let us see if there is any relationship of the 10th house from Jupiter or from the MDL Jupiter with the 10th house from the MDL, from the Lagna. From the MDL, the 10th house is Aquarius. Count it like this: first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, and it is Aquarius. Who is the natal 10th lord? It is Mars, which is the 10th house Aries, and Mars is the natal 10th lord. Please notice Mars has been aspecting Aquarius. So the result was triggered. She became the Prime Minister of India for the first time during her Jupiter Mahadasha in 1966. From Jupiter in Taurus, the 10th house of professional status is Aquarius and aspected by Mars, the 10th lord, from the Lagna. As such, the 10th house of profession from the MDL Jupiter and the 10th lord from the Lagna are mutually related, which gave her the professional status. She again became the Prime Minister in 1980 during her Saturn Mahadasha. It is very easy. From Lagna, the 10th house is Aries. From MDL Saturn, the 10th house is also Aries, since Saturn is in the Lagna. So, there is strong relationship. She became the Prime Minister for the third time in 1980, when everybody lost hope that she would not become the Prime Minister or her party would not able to return to power. But the result was something else. She regained power and became the Prime Minister for the third time because of the relationship between the 10th house of professional status from the Lagna and from the MDL Saturn. Though the overall period was not very good for her, still she got the she regained the power. She again became the Prime Minister in 1980 during her Saturn Mahadasha. The MDL Saturn is in the Lagna and the 10th house of professional status, both from the Lagna and the MDL Saturn in Aries, establishing a bond of relationship. It is the birth horoscope of Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Ascendant is Aries, Venus, the 12th and the 7th Lord is in the Lagna, Moon, the 9th Lord is in the Lagna. Jupiter, the 2nd Lord, is in the 2nd house, is good for professional status and money matter, overall money matter. But Jupiter is also Maraka Lord, is in the 2nd house, so Jupiter is very strong in inflicting his Maraka potential also. Sun is the 10th Lord, is in the 2nd house. Materialistically, these are good, but I will explain how this can turn to be bad also. Mercury retrograde means it is Chestabali and in the 2nd house from the Lagna and has been aspecting the 8th house of longevity or Ayu, making the 8th house strong. But 8th house got related to the Maraka 2nd house also because of the aspect of two natural benefic planets, including the 8th Lord. He had a long life. Ketu is in the 3rd house of Capricorn. Mars is in the 5th house of Pisces. Lagna Lord is in the 5th house. It is also a very good feature of his horoscope. Rahu is in the 9th house of Cancer. Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji became the Prime Minister of India for the 3rd time in 1999 during his Mars Mahadasha and remained in power until 2004. I will explain how. From Mars, the 10th house is Sagittarius, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In direct counting, it is the 10th house Sagittarius. From Lagna, the 10th house is Leo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is Leo and ruled by the Sun. From Mars, the 10th house is very strong, with 10th Lord is in the 10th house. Sun, who is the 10th Lord from the Lagna, is also in the 10th house from the MDL Mars. So there is a strong relationship between the 10th Lord from the MDL and the 10th Lord from the Lagna. They are also in degree conjunction. Jupiter, who is the 10th Lord from MDL Mars, is of 8 degree 30 minutes, and Sun, who is the 10th Lord from the Lagna, is of 9 degree 7 minutes. So they are within 1 degree conjunction. So the relationship is very strong, which made him the Prime Minister. From the MDL Mars in Pisces, the 10th house is Sagittarius, with the Sun, the 10th Lord of professional status, from the Lagna occupying Sagittarius. He left for his heavenly abode in 2018 during his Rahu Mahadasha at an age of 96 years. Let us see how. From Rahu, the 2nd house is Leo. 2nd is a Maraka house also. We all know. From Lagna, the 2nd Maraka house is Sagittarius, with Jupiter as the Lord. Please notice the Sun, the 2nd Maraka, 2nd Lord from Rahu, is in degree conjunction with the Maraka 2nd Lord from the Lagna, Jupiter. They are within 1 degree. So Rahu Rahu inflicted the Maraka result to the native during his Mahadasha. From Rahu, the 2nd house, 7th house, Maraka 7th house is Capricorn, and from Lagna, the Maraka 7th house is Taurus, ruled by Venus. Venus is in the nakshatra of Saturn. Venus is in Anurada nakshatra. So there is a one-sided relationship. But from the 2nd house, Maraka 2nd house, there are mutual relationship, means two-sided relationship. Maraka 7th house can inflict death as and when they are connected to the 8th house of longevity or Ayu. See, they are connected to the longevity Lord, Maraka 8th Lord, and they are aspecting the 8th house also, which gave him long life, but during an appropriate Mahadasha, they gave the Maraka result also. Without the connection of the Maraka Lord with the 8th house of Ayu, that is difficult to be inflicted by the Maraka Lord, is my research. He left for his heavenly abode in 2018 during his Rahu Mahadasha. From the MDL Rahu, the Maraka 7th Lord is Saturn, and from the Lagna in Scorpio, the Maraka 7th Lord is Venus, who is in Anuradha Nakshatra of Saturn. From the MDL Rahu, the Maraka 2nd Lord is the Sun, and from the Lagna in Scorpio, the Maraka 2nd house is Sagittarius, with Jupiter as the Maraka 2nd Lord, strongly placed in the Maraka 2nd house. From the Lagna with Maraka 2nd Lord, Sun, from the MDL Rahu. So Jupiter attained strength to inflict Maraka result because of his placement in his own sign. The Sun and Jupiter are in the 2nd house of Sagittarius with Mercury, the 8th Lord of longevity, and all of them have been aspecting the 8th house of Ayu. Death in 80% of the cases takes place when the Maraka lords are connected to the 8th house of Ayu. Otherwise, it becomes difficult for the Maraka lords alone to inflict death to a native. I have demonstrated my research shortcut technique for predictions on numerous events in 2 horoscopes of famous personalities. The esteemed viewers may apply my research technique to as many horoscopes as they desire for galvanizing their research. Best astrological wishes by Akool, astrological author, analyst and researcher. My website is www.vaishnavmataastrology.com. I have kept the name of a website in the name of Mata Vaishnav since I am her devotee. Thanks for watching and giving your precious time. Happy learning, because I am running a astrological educational channel.